The World Wrestling Federation show is on. A lot of big stars in action here, but before we get to that, we've got to tell you about some shocking news out of California today. Former LSU basketball superstar Pete Maravich died suddenly during a pickup basketball game at a Pasadena church. He was 40 years old. Maravich was taken to a local hospital and declared dead after doctors spent 50 fruitless minutes trying to revive him. His name is still legendary at LSU, where he became the NCAA's all-time leading scorer, averaging over 40 points all 3 years he played there. He later played in the NBA for the Atlanta Hawks, New Orleans, and Utah Jazz, as well as the Boston Celtics, averaging 24 points. A legendary hard liver, Maravich only recently had converted to health food and church work. He'd been doing play-by-play on cable TV, and there was talk of a movie based on his life. He was named to the NBA Hall of Fame just last year. You know, over the years, I've been privileged to see some of the finest athletes in the world through this career, particularly basketball players, and I've really got to tell you that as far as Pete Maravich is concerned, and I've seen him play many times, I didn't see anybody that much better than Pete Maravich, particularly from an offensive standpoint. The guy was gifted. He was a natural. He was a super basketball player, and he will be missed. Pete Maravich today died at age 40. Continuing now, there'll be quite a contingent of Auburn players in the Senior Bowl later this month in Mobile, 7 in all, including quarterback Jeff Berger, linebackers Andre Bruce and Kurt Crane, offensive lineman Stacy Searles, defensive back Kevin Porter, and defensive lineman Nate Hill and Rob Goff. Interesting thing here, it'll be Porter's first public appearance since losing his eligibility last month for his dealings with the sports agent. He's had very little to say on the matter since then, and you can bet it'll be a hot topic among Senior Bowl media types. Senior Bowl set for January 23rd at Mobile's Ladd Stadium. The Saints' Jim Mora will coach the South team. Seattle's Chuck Knox will handle the South. And that brings us to our reason for being here tonight. The superstars of wrestling. The World Wrestling Federation will be here at the VBCC. And when you talk superstars, you need to place this big guy right next to me near the top of the list. We lost our light. We will get it back on. Hulk Hogan, come on in, who along with Randy Macho Man Savage will take on the Heart Federation and the Honky Tonk Man as part of a tag team match in tonight's card. And Hulk, I'm not a math major or anything like that, but it looks like 3 against 2 to me. What's the deal with that?
You know, brother, you're pretty good with figures, man, but the first thing I want to say, beautiful Bruce, is don't worry about the lights going out, man, because when Hulkamania gets in that ring right there, brother, there's going to be so many candle watts, so many flash bulbs going off, man. When they see the 24-inch pythons, you're not going to have to worry about any of your outdated equipment. Now look, brother, I'm already sweating, man. I'm already worked up because I just took a long ride from L.A., brother. Had Dolly Parton on the back of my machine, and I was riding side by side with Greg Allman. Dropped Dolly Parton off in Nashville, man. And as I started heading south down I-65, Jack, as soon as I started getting near Huntsville, I had to strip my clothes off, brother, because I felt the heat, man. I felt the heat all around the arena. All my Hulkamaniacs, brother, are waiting to see me and the Macho Man wipe out the Heart Foundation and the Honky Tonk. But the question they've been asking me all day is, can beautiful Bruce handle Peggy Sue if she makes a move at ringside?
It's hard to say.
Man, I can't wait to see that matchup, brother. I know you've been training, saying your prayers, and eating your vitamins because the pythons are pumped, and I want all my Hulkamaniacs to know that with beautiful Bruce in my corner here at ringside, don't worry about Andre the Giant or any of those other bad dudes. He's going to maintain law and order, and the Honky Tonk Man and the Hearts are going to get a real good dose of Hulkamania.
You know, speaking of Andre the Giant, we're an NBC station, and Saturday night, Andre got a little excited with you, didn't he, Hulk? I mean, you had the King Kong Bundy in there. We've got some tape of that we can show everyone. And that match got a little out of hand, wouldn't you say?
Well, thank God for 2 things. Number 1, thank God that my arm is bigger than your head. And thank God for modern science that was pre-taped. Because if Andre was to get a hold of my neck this last Saturday night, there ain't no way, brother, I could be in that squared circle. But if Andre makes a move tonight, I got a lot of my Hulkamaniacs up there. They'll let me know when he's coming. Roll the film.
We just rolled the film. Thank you very much, Hulk. Hulk Hogan, as if you need to be told, took over the show. What can I tell you? Anyway, it starts tonight, 7:30 here at the VBCC. There are some tickets available. Again, a big tag team match including Hulk Hogan, and it ought to be great. We're going to send it back to the studio now. I think I'll survive.
Put a half Nelson on him, beautiful Bruce.
A half Nelson, yeah, that would work real good.